Yo, it's your boy Meets 2 times in the building, Mr. Get Right or Get Left, you feel me? And welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with M2X, man. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing why not to date a fatherless woman. So, disclaimer, before I get this started, before anything, we dive deeper into anything, not all women are the same. So I want to put that out there. Not all women are the same. Some girls lost their father through death, jail. And if you're a girl watching this, or if you're anybody watching this, it's not your fault that your father's not in your life. And some fathers just deadbeat like mine and just left. So disclaimer for that. And this is, like I said, this is not for all women, because some women are different. But this is just a pattern that I've noticed with the women that I've dealt with without fathers. And you can't judge somebody. You can't judge somebody at all, but you definitely can't judge somebody if it's not their fault. They didn't have a father in their life. So, disclaimer. I just want to put that out there. But yeah, why I say don't date a girl who didn't have a father or didn't have a dad in her life. Either he physically wasn't there, emotionally wasn't there. Even if he was present, emotionally he wasn't there for her. He didn't care for her when she needed him. Give her the love that she needed. Didn't give her the respect that she needed, didn't show her a real man so she can grow up and look for her father in the next man. Basically just like a good role model to look for in the person that she chooses to deal with. Yeah, a lot of these women have daddy issues, man. They're more likely to be a hoe, like for real. Like they're more likely to be a thought, you feel me? And more likely to cheat. You wanna know why? I'm gonna give you a prime example. So, when girls don't have their father in their life, a lot of times what they do is they seek validation from other males, other men. And if you're in a relationship with a girl who did that and she didn't have her father, you know what I mean by going out wearing flaunting stuff, posting stuff on social media for other guys to see, basically disrespecting you. They're looking for that attention from other guys, and that's kind of like hoish behavior, and eventually it could turn into cheating. Basically that is cheating. There's different people who have different meanings on cheating, but that's one of the ways of cheating. If you out here flaunting for another guy or flirting with guys for their attention, that I consider that cheating. They don't want a real man to follow. Like for instance, they don't want to be submissive to a man. They don't want to respect a man. They don't want to, you know, just basically, submit to him and let him be the, you know, basically the leader of the relationship. And when I say leader, don't take that the wrong way, but basically like the one who has more control and can let his woman, you know, actually sit back and enjoy her feminine side instead of, you know, always cussing him out or always worrying about how we're gonna do this, how we're gonna do that. They don't want a real man to do that because they never had that growing up. So if you try and come in and try and coach them, try and tell them, hey, look, this is how things gonna go, they're gonna be turned off by that, man. It don't matter how bad the girl is, man, they're gonna be turned off by that. Like I said, they're not gonna be submissive. They don't want to submit to you and listen and basically just let you, not even control them, just basically let you figure shit out and them just, you know, be your girl, be by your side, be your little sidekick, and you take care of them. And the reason they don't like that is because if they never had that father figure showing them that, then they're like, okay, if a man comes in, what are you trying to, why are you trying to control me? That's how they look at it. Why are you trying to control me? I didn't have my father growing up. I've been independent, and they've been so independent on themselves that if you try and come in and tell them anything, even to better their life, they're not gonna want to listen. I've had personal experience with that with a lot of people, man. Like for women with good father figures, good role models, you know, a father that's physically there, emotionally there, and present and all that like that, those type of girls, 9 times out of 10, they look for men that they look for their father in men. So say he was a successful man, he had a business, he had stuff going for himself. He don't sit down, laying down, doing nothing with his life. Physically fit, eats right. 9 times out of 10, if her and her father had a good relationship, she's gonna look for that man to date. And I'm not saying you know, he spoiled her, because a lot of times when girls are spoiled, that gives them, you know, that gives them another trait. They think that they're objected to everything. But you know, if the father treated them good but was still discipline them and still strict with them, you know, they still know how to respect you. 9 times out of 10 they still know how to respect you and not think that everything's just handed to them because you're their man. You feel me? Fatherless women are more likely to be toxic, manipulative, they gaslight you, they're narcissists, and they're more masculine a lot of times. You feel me? Like because they had to fight for their life. They had to fight through obstacles by themselves the whole time. They didn't have their dad they can run to. Maybe they had mom, but they never had a dad they can run to. So they had to do shit all by themselves. So they had to pick up masculine traits. You feel me? So they're more masculine. Now, would you want to date a masculine woman? Honestly, would you want to date a masculine woman basically telling you what to do, telling you how to do this, controlling you as a man, controlling you? Nah, I don't think you want that, bro. Yeah, like I said, they're not used to a man telling them what to do or how to do things. And not, when I say this, is not to be controlling, but it's basically in order to, if you're in a relationship, it's in order to make the relationship work, in order to make the relationship healthy and stuff. Because if it's one-sided, someone's controlling, like if a man's controlling and the woman is, you know, just being abused by that, then it's the man's problem. But 9 out of 10, like if a guy's just trying to, you know, be a healthy partner and stuff, and the girl feels like he's controlling her when he's just doing the minimum and stuff, you know, that's a toxic sign right there that you should, you know, slingshot, get that bitch out of there, man. They be seeking validation. If their father wasn't there physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever you want to say, they never got that attention. They feel like they never got that attention from their father. So tying back into being a hoe or seeking validation from other people, seeking validation from men, you know, they always want to flaunt things, or they always want to ask you, oh, do I look good, or something like that. They want to be put on a pedestal because they never got that from their father, so they're looking for other men. They feel like that's what other men should do to them, and they think that looks are basically everything. They think, oh, if I look good, put on makeup, get my face beat or stuff like that, oh, he's gonna like me, and that just gives them, I guess it gives them confidence, but really deep down they're insecure because they were never taught what a real man values. A real man values, he does not value only just looks. 9 times out of 10 is, what can you provide to me? What can we gain from this relationship? And how can we start a future so we can start a family? Let me tell y'all, if there's any woman listening, it is not all about looks. You feel me? I don't give a fuck if you look like Kim Kardashian, bro. If your attitude is ugly, you out of there, bro. Easily replaceable. Once you take that makeup off at night, you're not it, shorty. You're not. Once you take that wig off, you're not it. I'm telling you, and I'm not saying this to be a dickhead, but you know, a lot of these girls want to be put on a pedestal and talk down on other people, but they're really insecure because they're hiding behind all that makeup. They just gonna disrespect you, man. So, you know, they're gonna disrespect you, try to manipulate you, make you feel like you're in the wrong for everything, and basically take all the anger of them not having a father in their life out on you and think you're gonna deal with it. That's why a lot of times girls who didn't have their father in their life and didn't actually sit down with themselves and realize, okay, what do I have to fix? What did I grow up with? What do I have to improve on? That's why a lot of times they're always in new relationships, or they're always in toxic relationships where they're getting beat on by a man. And a lot of times them girls stay with men that beat on them and stuff like that, because even though it's toxic, they think, oh, even though it's toxic love, it's still some sort of love from a man, and you know, this is what men must be. You feel me? Or if they seen their father doing that to their mother, you know, and he wasn't there as a good father, they think, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. I'm supposed to deal with this. So yeah, man, like, that's why if a girl doesn't really improve on herself and actually sit down with herself and be like, damn, I didn't have my father, whether it be for any reason, he died, he's in jail, or he just wasn't there and he left, it's not your fault. So if anybody watching, it's not your fault. But if you are a woman watching this without a father and you have had a lot of toxic relationships, maybe start looking into first you and see what are you doing wrong, and also look into the people that you're dealing with, because you're probably attracting people that are not good for you, or toxic people, or people that resemble your father and stuff like that if he was not there or was not a good father. So yeah, man, don't deal with women who don't have a father, and not just that, who don't have a father and are not trying to do better with their life. If a girl grew up without her father but she still got her head on straight, go for her, bro. You know, go for her. You feel me? But if a girl don't have her father, if her not having a father ties into it, you know, probably don't date her. Because look, if say you meet a girl and she still has her father in her life, and he's like, oh, I want to meet you, and he's actually a good guy, he shakes your hand, you shake his hand, and basically he sees that you're a good guy for his daughter, but you see how he raised his daughter correctly, y'all probably gonna have a good relationship. I'm not gonna say y'all gonna be perfect match, but you're more likely to have a good relationship with that woman if you're actually on some real manly shit, than if you were to deal with just a woman based off her looks, who didn't have a father, who you can't meet her father, or didn't have a father figure in her life to actually discipline her and set her straight on what is right and what is wrong. So yeah, man, that's just my quick little rant of why you shouldn't date a girl who don't have a father. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Make sure you put a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more videos on the road to 1K. Remember, man, stay safe, stay positive, and stay disciplined, man. I am out. Gang.